The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Mason Muhammad. And from Cairo, Egypt, weighing in at 227 pounds, Payne Tim Pierce.
Oh, hello there. How are y'alls doing? In my house? How did you get in here? It does not matter. Okay, what does matter is me getting this chat up. Let me see how I can get this chat up so I can see what the homies are saying. Hello there, Rambo. Going to be an amazing show. Yes, it is. Okay. So, fellows, how have you been? Have you seen any good wrestling? Unrelated to wrestling, has life been beating you down or going pretty easy on you recently? The card for the shows in the Discord. How was your week? I had a pretty, I don't know, it was weird. It was a pretty relaxing week. And I got a lot of work done, but I also didn't get enough work done. I've been pretty good, just been working long days with commuting. Oh yeah, I used to live in New York, so I know all about long commuting. What do you have to do, like an hour there, hour back? It's not fun stuff. Hey, welcome, Lance Uppercut is here! Lance Uppercut has a big match against the King of the Ring with his Solar Championship on the line at Beach Blast, Lana's Beach Blast, which will stream next week. Tomorrow is Venom, tonight is Showdown, last week was High Noon and Roar. Remember, Beach Blast is a 2-day stream, usually a bit over an hour with traffic. Dude, oh, that's crazy. That's like LA traffic. Don't tell me you're one of those dirty West Coasters. Anyway, tremendous show. Here's the Czar of the Ring, Peyton Peace. Will be facing Bryan Danielson one-on-one for the Universal Championship at Beach Blast. Danielson's heavy, his big guy, his enforcer, his brute. Eric Rowan going one-on-one with Peace in the opening contest now. Yes, I'm a Shudder West Coaster. That's disgusting. The Hope has returned. Rambling United. Alright, anyways, what's up? Welcome, Hope. We haven't seen from Hope in a while. I wonder if there's some kind of big special return planned for Hope. Anyway, Vomit, Starbucks, and Pine Needles at the Insinuation. And don't forget, the classic pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin coffee, caffeine, pumpkin flavor is a favorite of white girls around the world. Maybe some White Claws too. All the classic white girl hits. Started watching Young Justice as Dain. Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for coming. Hope you stick around where we can talk about life, wrestling. We can talk about what's going on the screen or not. It's really up to you. Showdown is a pretty good stream for just shooting the shit and talk about whatever we want to talk about, I think. Young Justice is excellent. Not seen season 3 or 4 yet. I watched a bunch of Young Justice. I forget if I finished season 2 or season 1. I don't know how far I got, honestly. But I enjoyed what I saw for the most part. But that was a long time ago, so I don't remember none. What are beer and White Claws? What are bear and White Claws? Just finished season 2, Lance. Apples. Damn. No Hope loves apples. Look at this. Locks in the Pharaoh's Curse. On Rowan. Rowan got those long legs, and he's got power. Just flicks off the Czar of the Ring, 2-time and former Universal Champion. Beautiful reversal there by Peyton Peace. Peyton Peace, a staple of the Showdown brand. That said, he did compete on Venom for a fair amount. Former Venom Tag Team Champion. Cover here on Rowan after the Sphinx Bomb. And the Egyptian Agitator. No, it's not enough to put away Mr. Rowan. Eric Rowan. of the Green New Deal. He loves nature. He loves birds. He loves dolphins, too. Of course, sheep. Nice, says Lance. Probably talking about the Young Justice. Shutters and hipsters? No, I'm not one of those pumpkin spice latte crazy hipster nutcases. Oh. Well, she's the country gal. ASJ, who will compete later tonight in singles competition. And just heavy power slam there from Rowan on Peace. Trying to get the cover, pull him away from the ropes. There's the ultimate splash. But no, massive Mo. Muhammad distracting the referee. Hey, No Hope. I'm not sure if you know, but a demon or something showed up, beat the shit out of Speedy, and now Flashpoint is gone. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know how behind No Hope is. No Hope, I don't think we've seen No Hope since the Triple Threat, right? At Executive Order. The Triple Threat with Dean Stevens and Speedy for the Grand Championship. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Double axe handles to the back of Peace. Peace reverses it, gets out of the way, and takes down Rowan. Peace now. Combination of chops, and there it is, the tomahawk chop. That brain chop from Peace to Rowan, but a Mexican takedown from the Vintner. Shoulder tackle from Peace, takes down the bigger man. Peace ever the show-off. Comes from the region of Peace known as the Middle East. Nothing bad ever happens in the Middle East. Here we go, flicking the hair, and a neck snap. Mr. Perfect-esque. Cover here on Rowan. Peace. No, was that even a one? Jesus. Rowan is a beast. Only loss this season in singles competition was count out against Akira Tozawa. Sling Blade from the Czar of the Ring. The Czar of the Ring now looking to hit a second Sphinx Bomb. And it hits. Not wanting to lose this opportunity, pulls him away from the ropes. No rope break for you, Rowan. Cover after the second Sphinx Bomb, and Peace will win the opener. And the Czar of the Ring looking strong heading into his singles match against the Universal Champion at Beach Blast. Bryan Danielson cannot be happy with Rowan's loss there. Liverpool plays Man U tomorrow, and no matter the outcome, it's a lose-lose. You're not a fan of either one, I see. ASJ says GG's to both men. In a hard-fought opening contest. Hear that? That's me stirring up my iced coffee. Peyton Piss gets the win. Could be a draw. Interesting. Very interesting, Lance. As we get to our second bout of the night. So, chat, did everyone here? Probably not everyone. But who here saw Rampage last night? There were 3 matches, like Rampage usually goes. We got Orange Cassidy, Powerhouse Hobbs, which was pretty good up until the finish. There was a women's match as well, that I forget the details of. Very depressing week of wrestling. Oh, we'll talk about the G1, but first I'm talking about happy stuff. And the main event of last night's Rampage is the happy stuff I'm talking about. Andrade El Idolo, the former Cien Almas, one-on-one with Pac in a fantastic match. A really, really great match. And I recommend everyone that hasn't seen that last Rampage, check out Pac versus Andrade 2. It was very cool. It's the first full stream of anything I've been able to watch. You have been a busy gal, I see. Don't worry about it. It's okay. And how did you forget? Oh, our girls, you're right. And you know what? Especially interesting that I forgot it because our gals actually put on a pretty good match for the most part. There was still some of the sloppiness you see in AEW women's matches. But for the most part, I thought Anna Jay, Britt Baker was one of the better women's matches we get in AEW. Like, they have really great matches sometimes, but a lot of Dynamites and Rampages have that one required weekly women's match, and those usually are a bit sloppy. I thought Anna Jay, Britt Baker was pretty good for the most part. There was one rear naked choke, Queen Slayer, or whatever you want to call it, spot that was a little slow, or didn't look perfectly executed. But for the most part, I thought it was a pretty damn good match. Thank you for reminding me about that. Absolute smoke shows on display. No, not yet. Not sure why. Trawled through all 4 hours of Crown Jewel. I have not watched Crown Jewel because I had zero interest. I heard good things about Crown Jewel, though. I'm probably not going to watch it. I might watch the Rollins Edge Hell in a Cell because the last Rollins Edge match was pretty good. I definitely think they should run Anna Jay vs. Britt back at a PPV. Well, what's the next pay-per-view going to be? The next one's Ty Conti. I think they're doing Ty Britt at the next pay-per-view, right? Is that what it seems like? Why would you do that to yourself, Lance? Yeah, I wouldn't do it to myself because it looked like it was going to be horrible going in. But, well, I know it's full. I know the next one's Full Gear. But who's she facing is what I'm saying. Who's she wrestling against? I would assume it's Ty. Yeah, I heard that Crown Jewel was better than expected, though, I will say. I'm not going to watch it. Other than maybe that Hell in a Cell. But, I heard it was good. I heard the main event sucked or had a bad finish or something, though. But that's not really shocking. It's Roman Brock for the billionth time. I don't care, bro. I don't know. So good. I started falling asleep. I just love to hurt myself. Yeah, okay. I'll go with Lance's recommendation. See, here's the thing. When people say good things about WWE, it's on a curve because it's good for WWE. And with all the good wrestling out right now, it's, you know, a little harder to justify watching it. Way harder, I should say. Anyway, I watched GCW Bloodsport. I thought that was pretty good. And that bad news we're talking about, the G1 Climax Night 19, the finals of the G1 tournament, took place. Here's all the Crown Jewel proceeds went to the Taliban Relief Fund to help them relieve themselves of women. That is the greatest thing I've read today. Thank you. As the action on screen continues, this is a rematch. Well, at high noon, Asuka tapped out Kairi Sane in the Women's Championship match, but it was outside the ring, and Kairi was able to retain later in the match. Therefore, tonight, the final match between these two for the Women's Championship is a Falls Count Anywhere match and a spear from Kairi. I don't need to watch the good of a bad situation when I watch good stuff overall. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dean. So I'm only going to watch the Seth Rollins Edge Hell in a Cell and nothing else on that show. I don't care. Another spear from Kairi. It's crazy to me as Coda has done the Phoenix Splash 1,000 times, but that one mistake caused an injury. Yes, okay. I keep getting away from the facts because I don't want to talk about sad stuff. But the finals of the G1, Okada won the B block. Kota Ibushi won the A block. And at the G1 finals, they were having a match where it was the middle to end of the match most likely. I think it was over 20 minutes in, maybe 23 minutes in, 22. Anyway, Kota Ibushi hits the Kamigoye. Well, earlier he hit the Golden Star Powerbomb, his old finish. Okada kicked out. Hits the Kamigoye. Okada kicks out, exposes the knee, misses it, but then goes for the Phoenix Splash. And upon going for the Phoenix Splash, when he lands not exactly on his face like Kenny does sometimes. But oh, look at this. This is how Asuka tapped out Kairi. Very early to go for it, and Kairi able to escape. Okay. He landed on his arm. And I forget where I heard it, this could be complete, utter nonsense and not the truth, that he landed kind of weird because he didn't want to land on his exposed knee, and he didn't want to land on his face, which caused him to like land more leaning on one of his sides, kind of like how Ric Flair takes a bump on his side. and he came down real hard on that shoulder and wrist, and I think broke something or dislocated something. He has a separated shoulder and some other injury, either wrist or elbow injury, I forget. But yeah, Kota Ibushi, it was referee stoppage. Kazuchika Okada wins the G1 for the third time. First time in 7 years he's won. The ace, the real ace, not like the gimmick ace, is back. The Rainmaker is back. According to Taliban spokesman, he said they were grateful for the money to each of their sons to express their love of goats. Yes, the goat lovers. You saw a goat lover, Peyton Peace, defeat Rowan. Vertical suplex by Asuka. But yeah. So Kota Ibushi injured. Referee stoppage was the end of the G1 31 tournament. It was a goddamn shame. But the good news from the show, fucking Katsuyori Shibata made his return at G1 Finals in an unannounced 5-minute exhibition match against Zack Sabre Jr. No better man to do that against. Shibata and Sabre Jr. have traded back and forth Revolution Pro, the top title in the British Isles, their World Heavyweight Championship. I'm sure Shibata and Sabre Jr. have wrestled a bunch. I'm sure they were happy to do that match, even if it was for 5 minutes. It was great to see Mr. Shibatsa, back in action. Just praying everyone gets through Wrestle Kingdom safely. Yeah, me too. I don't know how they're doing 3 different main events. I don't know what those are going to be. I'd assume one is Ospreay, one's Okada. And I thought one was going to be Ibushi. We'll see if he's good by then. I don't know. Maybe for one of them, like night 1 is a Shingo Ospreay or Shingo Okada. Night 2 is Shingo or Okada, the winner, against Will Ospreay. I mean, night 3 is the winner against. And night 2 in the middle, there could be like a break where it's like maybe that's where you do Tanahashi Moxley. Although, never mind, they're not going to do Moxley main event, as awesome as that'd be for me. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing 3 main events. I don't know what it's going to be. Hello, Speedy is here. Welcome, Speedy, to Showdown. We're talking about wrestling over the weekend. It was a fun... last night was fun, but the events of the week overall have not been fun. As in Ibushi in the G1 Finals, that's just a damn shame. What was I saying about Shibata? Oh yeah, after the Shibata return, I was hyped up. I went back and I watched Shibata versus Okada from Sakura Genesis. That is the match where he suffered the head injury with that headbutt he gave. There it is. There's the DDT. That's what ended Asuka at high noon, and it ends her tonight. Kairi Sane, once and for all, finally has put away Asuka for permanently. Apparently Jericho wants to face Suzuki at Wrestle Kingdom 16. I heard about that. That sounds awesome. I mean, Jericho is willing to do what? Jericho did a Nick Gage match. I know it was like a TV Nick Gage match, but it was still a Nick Gage match. So, he'll do anything. I'd love to see Jericho versus Suzuki. Wrestle Kingdom 16, gonna be fire. Thanks, Ariane, for those servants, and welcome, Speedy GG's Kyrie. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. So I watched the Shibata Okada match from Sakura Genesis where he got injured. Mostly because he returned, and also, fun fact is they did a polling on 3 different websites. I forget one. One of them was Squared Circle, so Reddit. One of them was they asked for PW board, so fortunate. Reddit's favorite match of all time, not surprisingly, is the Okada versus Omega match. But 4chan's favorite match of all time is the Shibata versus Okada match. And interesting note, Okada in both those matches. That's how damn good he is. But yeah, I'm kind of swaying towards 4chan side on this. But I'm just a big Shibata mark, so maybe that's why. That match is crazy. The crowd, watching a New Japan match with a crowd again, that is allowed to say words and not wear masks, they were so into it. It was so crazy. The atmosphere, just watching that match, Shibata, Okada, it was insane. Since we're talking about real life wrestling, anyone else pissed about how Pac vs. Andrade 2 ended? No, I thought it was a great match. I loved it. I love that Tony Khan wanted to do schmaz at the end of the show to set up a story. But Tony Khan, based in Red Pill, Tony Khan is such a nice guy. He gave us a 100% clean finish and then gave us the schmaz to set up the story. It was like, we get the clean finish, 1, 2, 3, and then right after it, insta, okay, what's the angle? But thank you, base Tony Khan, for giving us the clean finish. That's all I want. That's all I need. Wait, people are still wearing masks? XD. Yeah. So, Japan's weird because they have to wear masks at all these shows and they're not allowed to cheer or speak or yell or anything. They have to, like, clap. And that's it in the crowds. And Japan is, like, really against or wary of vaccinations. So it's just a weird situation over there. Pac and Andrade are now 1-1 right now. So this sets up third match, which will be amazing. Yes, it does. And they could do Iron Man, which Pac has done before. They can do 2 out of 3 falls, which would be very Mexico. I think, dude, I don't want it to become WWE, where every match gets rematched a million times. But I wouldn't mind Pac Andrade 3. Malachi Black Cody 3 makes sense with the story. I just think it's happening too early. I don't know, I'm just bored of the whole Cody-Malachi feud. I think it's happening. I think you needed some more segments in between. This feels like 2 quick matches back to back, Speedy. So I agree, but I disagree. It's weird because Cody winning is the only way it can go, but Cody, this is the Cody heel turn, right? Or like he wins in a very shady way where it's not 100% a heel turn. I just feel like Cody needs to win. That's the story being told, and it's going to make people mad. But if they do it as part of the long-term story with Cody becoming a crazy maniac, but he has to win, but he has to turn heel, or it's going to backfire so much. I think they can get away with doing a subtle not beginning, but another step of the heel turn. I like Cody losing Dustin. I think Cody should lose Arn. Not Dustin. Cody lost QT first, his best friend. I think they need to do something with him losing Dustin, losing Arn, just like back to back. He loses his chance to challenge for the title, then he loses a chance. Then he loses his best friend. What's next? His teacher. Like, he'll lose Arn. Then he'll lose his brother somehow. I don't know how you play it or do it. I think Cody needs to slowly fucking lose everything he has. A downward spiral like no other downward spiral. I think he could be the greatest heel in professional wrestling history. I think, like, there's that potential with Cody Rhodes. And if they don't see that, I don't know what to say. Or they could go the route where Cody loses again and just snap it. Dude, yeah, they could do it either way. Cody will, no chance. Will he lose the heel thing? We will see. As we get into the next match, it is the Showdown Tag Team titles on the line. The Green New Deal won #1 contendership, and they're getting the opportunity today. Cody will win, no chance will lose, is what one's been said. I mean, if we're talking about trilogies, we can't not talk about Seth and Edge. Wait, was Hell in a Cell the third one? I thought it was the second one. Oh yeah, they did a match on they hot shotted a match on SmackDown. Haha, I gotta use the hot shot insult. I watched. I don't know which number I watched. I watched one of the first pay-per-view one they did. Seth Edge. With the Brood entrance and the crossface finish. I thought that was really good. And I heard the Hell in a Cell is good, and it's the only match I'm going to watch from that Saudi show, I think. Because everything else looks super lame to me. Have him come super close to beating Malachi, just barely lose at the end, and then Arn shakes his head at Cody, and Cody snaps and beats the fuck out of Arn. That would be crazy. Yeah, it would. Dude, that was awesome after Rampage when Arn did the fucking Glock. He pulls out his Glock on Malachi Black. That was fucking awesome. The Hell in a Cell match was one of the best matches of this year. This is Speedy. Dude, I hope so. What are my matches of this year? My favorite matches I saw this year are Danielson Suzuki, Danielson Omega, Omega Christian. Both of the Pac Andrade is really good. Oh no, the match of the year is Young Bucks Lucha Brothers cage match. Yeah. There's so many good matches, and I'm not even. Oh, God. Ishii Shingo was great. Shingo Okada. Oh wait. Wrestle Kingdom is in January, right? Or is that December? When is Wrestle Kingdom? Wrestle Kingdom is December? I'm just trying to think if the Jay White Ibushi match. That was last year, wasn't it? Okay, so that does not count. Oh, it does! Yeah, okay. Wrestle Kingdom 15 was January 5th, and yeah, so that counts. Jay White Ibushi might be my match of the year, yeah. That match was incredible. The Fiend says, what's up? Welcome, The Fiend, to Showdown. Main event tonight, Killing Dain versus Satoshi Kojima. Best match on this CJ, but still glad that's over. WWE just lets this feud go on way too long sometimes. Well, that's not always a bad thing. It's just when the feud is repetitive and too much of the same. A long feud/story can be a good thing. This could definitely set up Cody as the big heel for Hangman to defend his title against two. It's just shit because the Saudi crowd were not into the show at all. Oh, really? Damn. Thanks for the sub, Fiend. Right now, Jimmy and Jey Uso are trying to defend their Showdown Tag Team Championships against Chad Gable and Drew Gulak of the Green New Deal. Bryan Danielson's group. And yes, The Fiend is my favorite wrestler. Well, sorry to say, The Fiend not competing tonight. The Fiend wrestles on the Venom brand. We have 3 brands here, Roar, Showdown, and Venom. Tomorrow is Venom, but I think The Fiend is actually taking that Venom off because he had a blood feud match on the last episode of Venom. Yeah, that's a shame. I do recommend, if you want, that you can watch the main event of the last episode of Venom, where he takes on Austin Dynamite, the nearly unbeatable Austin Dynamite. I feel like WWE is going to run out of matches for Roman at this point. They're fucked. They don't care. They're just going to do rematches. They can call up some vanilla midgets from NXT, from the old NXT. Can't believe he's still champ. He's kind of champ. I don't know, it's weird. I felt this way about the World Heavyweight Championship too. Even back when it was a big deal and a main event of the Mania. It's like, in my opinion, the WWE Championship is the only real world championship in WWE. Does that make sense? I know it's breaking kayfabe, because here in RUW, I always say we have 3, or I have 4. But like, a company has one real world championship. And that's Big E. So like the Roman Universal thing, I don't know. It's like, it's a big deal, but it's also not a big deal at all. It's not like a historic... I don't know. Anyway, if Roman and Brock have another match, Brock should win. Yeah, I don't know. He probably won't. Or Roman wins it back pretty quick. I don't know. I'm so sick of Roman Brock. WWE just make a new gimmick for Roman and make him face the same 4 people over and over. Yeah, I can see that. I think they're gonna make Roman face. I say that, but I haven't watched him for a pile driver to Drew Gulak. Oh my god. I'd rather Brock Lashley. I've been saying that forever. Yeah, Brock Lashley. Make it happen. Uso splash. Beautiful Uso splash. Jimmy goes right back up. I mean, he needs to lose the title soon because he's going to run out of challenges. I feel like he's already run out of challenges. His last 3 opponents were part-timers, right? Cena, Edge, and Brock. Triple H should go to AEW Lamau. Dude, Hunter, like in all caps in AEW, would be insane. Or would he be terrorizing again? I would go with Hunter. Hunter. Like Kenta in all caps. Hunter. That'd be sick. He should come, like, he should be full gimmick, like in a Conan the Barbarian, like, outfit for his entrance. It'd be awesome. Huntor. With an O. Oh, he'd just be Paul Levesque. Yeah, good point. Tag made. Drew Gulak and Chad Gable, both cruiserweights, holding their own against the champions. Quite capable are the two men. Chad Gable, one of the greatest wrestlers there is, an Olympic-level athlete, wrestler. Drew Gulak, former CZW champion, former WWE cruiserweight champion. Whoa, went for the waistlock takedown. Big back elbow from the former Universal champ, and a gut wrench suplex from Jimmy. Jimmy Oozle. Well, Fiend. If Triple H goes to AEW, should be called Hunter and have a street fight with CM Punk. Yeah, that's what it's exactly what I would do, actually. It's exactly what I would do. I'd have Hunter go over, too. And then Punk go over in the second match. But yeah, Hunter has got to go over. Come on. First match? You kidding me? Let's drop to a hold. Down goes Gable. I want Tony Khan to use his billions of dollars to hire doctors and scientists to turn Shibata into a robot where he can wrestle full time again. Make it happen, Tony. Before Rollins went to Raw, they should have done a feud between him and Roman. Well, we've seen that match before. At Money in the Bank, actually. I feel like it wasn't that bad. I feel like it wasn't great. But, I feel like... Actually, no. I feel like it was good. Oh, that's the one where Dean cashed in after. And they were all... Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. But they've done it before. Where do you think Wyndham will go? AEW Impact. Impact. I don't like supernatural stuff on AEW. Like the Matt Hardy stuff. I like Big Money Matt way more. It's weird. Okay. I'm okay with the supernatural stuff in the pre-tapes. I don't like it live. Like I fucking... oh, that's a bad word. We don't use curse words here. This is a child-friendly channel. I do not like Abaddon at all. Get Abaddon away from me. I'm happy. Abaddon only wrestles on dark matches. But, still too much. Is Bray Wyatt even returning to wrestling? Yeah, he might retire. Hunter could make a stable with a Ric Flair called TRC, the Retirement Club. Pre-tapes, I like the supernatural stuff. It's just, with AEW, with the win-loss records and everything, in the sportsy presentation, it just doesn't fit. You know what I mean? Like, Lucha Underground didn't have the sportsy presentation, so I loved all the supernatural stuff in Lucha Underground. If Lucha Underground was still around, and I'm Bray Wyatt, that's where I'm going. And if I'm booking Lucha Underground, he's the champion the next day. Speaking of retiring, how about the Los Angeles Lakers retirement? Home 0-2 roll. See, I only watch real sports like wrestling. I don't watch fake stuff like basketball, so I don't know anything about that. Single leg Boston Crab from Gulak. Most devastating move in wrestling, locked in tight on Jimmy, who's wearing those knee braces. Can't feel good. Jimmy fights out of it. And yeah, I think I only watch real sports like the WNBA. Basketball really is fake. That's the funny part. Well, I know the referees do their hardest to sway who wins and loses. I know. I'm aware of that. The Dead Cold Stunner puts away Drew Gulak. And the Usos retain. Yeah, Bray Wyatt should go to Impact Wrestling. They do a lot of the pre-tape stuff. They're already very supernatural heavy with Rosemary and Sue Young and all them. I think that Bray Wyatt, if he wants to keep doing supernatural stuff, should stick to Impact. Bray Wyatt. They have stars just like wrestling, main characters. The Bone James the third one. Yeah. They do. LeBron James. The Oozles pick up the win. Hey, have you guys done your yearly duty of watching the Daniel Bryan Monster video package for WrestleMania 30? If not, go do it. Anyway, let's get it. Oh, God. We have 2 women's matches tonight. First up, Nia Uso against Lana. As long as you don't go back to WWE, I'm fine. What if Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss in Lucha Underground? I feel like they would have made it work there. Everything worked in Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground was like the best everyone ever has looked. Like Pentagon and Phoenix. Well, I guess Phoenix is like a bigger star in AEW than he's ever been before. I think. Pentagon, it's debatable between AEW and Lucha Underground. But yeah, Jack Evans and Helico, Matt Cross when he was Son of Havoc. Like, everyone felt like a big deal in Lucha. Brian Cage, Johnny Mundo, / Morrison. Look what John Morrison's doing now. Come on. Prince Puma is a million times better than Ricochet. Oh shit, I haven't this year, but thanks for the reminder. I used to watch that video on replay for hours. No problem, you're welcome, mate. Also, go watch, I talked about it earlier, on the website Bilibili. It's like Chinese YouTube. And for legal reasons, they can't take anything down. Go just watch free wrestling there. I used Bilibili recently to watch Minoru Suzuki versus Daniel Garcia. I used it recently to watch Jericho and Benoit versus Steve Austin and Triple H, the 2-man power trip for the tag team championships. That was really, really good. And I used it to watch Shibata Okada. So, do your duty as an American citizen and use that communist website to watch whatever you want for free. Here we go, Lana and Nia. If I understand correctly, this was a feud in WWE last year? Earlier this year? Anyway. They can't take anything down on Chinese YouTube. I'm totally posting some Tiananmen Square. Oh, well. Huh. Maybe I was off with my assertion. Big kick out by Nia out of the Bella Buster. The X Factor. Let me hit you with the X Factor. God, I love iced coffee. First of 2 women's matches tonight. Lana versus CJ Perry. Wait, that's the same person. What's her name, right? Or is it CJ Parker? Who knows? Is CJ Parker Juice Robinson's WWE name? I'm confusing myself. That and some Winnie the Pooh videos. Yeah, right. I'm glad Eva Marie is off TV. Yeah, I don't watch WWE other than the occasional pay-per-view or like specific matches from a pay-per-view. So I'm not aware. Like, I've seen clips, I've heard people talk about it. I know how bad it is. I don't need to put myself through it. But yeah, Eva Marie and Dewdrop is the angle, right? It doesn't sound like a good one. Them and Alexa Bliss and stuff. There it is. Hulk Hogan, leg drop, copping a feel, grabbing Lana's titties, and Lana kicks out. She's been sexually assaulted. I think we'll have to fine Nia Uso for that one. There it is. Going for the Samoan drop to Lana to win the match and earn #1 contendership against Kairi Sane at Beach Blast. Nia Uso unable to put away Lana. So, is Miro gonna win back his TNT Championship from Sammy Guevara? Is he going to abandon God And then his wife is going to show up and be his manager. He's like, I will replace God with my wife. My flexible wife. She's been saying, hey, it came out. What do you mean it came out of nowhere? That's what happened. Did you see that cover? I'm an internet demon. I have a VPN rambling on hardcore. May sound mean, but all Nia has to do is just fall on top of Lana. Lana's so tiny that would be instant 1, 2, 3 with no escape, says ASJ. Cover here by Lana. The power of Lana, by the way, to hit the arm drag on Nia was incredible. Nia Uso challenged Kairi Sane for the Women's Championship at Uso Battle Royale. Big forearm from Lana. Oh, Decapitator incoming, and it hit. Seriously, Lana is looking good, being able to hit some of these moves, yeah. Lana's got a pretty good win-loss record in RUW this season, because all the win-loss records I've recorded are started this season. Oh, both Lana and Nia are 3 wins, 1 loss. I predict this match will end with a shoot single leg Boston Crab. Bold prediction, I know. Lana goes up top. Yeah, these women are both 3 wins, 1 loss each. Elbow drop to the spine. That's a message sent to Kairi Sane. That's where Lana and Nia's rivalry was about putting each other through a table. Oh, yeah, it was. No, it was about my groin. Is that what she said? My groin? My groin! I forget what Nia said. Anyway, here it is. Cover after a second Bella Buster. My hole! That's it. It was my hole. Lana is the #1 contender for Kairi Sane's Women's Championship, defeating Nia Uso. My hole! Thank you for reminding me about Nia's hole. GG's to Lana. Dude, that was the greatest moment in wrestling history. There's actually been a lot of great... Oh, dude! Another great match. This is probably the only WWE match I'd put on the list. Until I watch Edge Rollins. Hell in a Cell. I'll let you know if that is in the same tier. Same echelon. Volter! Ilya Dragunov 2! That was awesome! At NXT TakeOver 36, I want to say. When is Tony Khan going to give us ZSJ versus Bryan Danielson? Well, Bryan Danielson has it in his contract, I'm pretty sure. Well, he gets to do a match in New Japan. And New Japan, the deal is going to be, if New Japan's getting an AEW star of the caliber of Bryan Danielson, New Japan is going to have to send over a heavy hitter as well. So I would expect a top-tier talent from New Japan to be wrestling in AEW at some point in the future. Don't know, I can't say who it's going to be, don't know who it is. All I can say is it's either going to be one huge get or 2 or 3 pretty damn good gets. There's got to be some kind of even trade for Bryan Danielson, you know what I mean? Tony just gave us Suzuki Danielson. And in a way, he just gave us Punk Darby and Danielson Omega. Like, that wasn't that long ago. Like, I can only beg Tony for so much, you know? I can wait. I feel like Jay White fits in AEW. Yeah, Jay White's in Impact of all places, so yeah, he fits in AEW just fine. Remember when it looked like Jay White was going to challenge Kenny Omega for the Impact Championship and that just didn't happen? That was awesome. Also, oh yeah! So tonight is 2 things I'm going to watch tonight. I'm actually excited for. So tonight is Dynamite, and tonight is Bound for Glory, right? Those are both tonight. Let me see. Yeah. AEW Dynamite is tonight, and the Bound for Glory is also tonight, yeah. And those both have pretty good match cards, so I'm excited for both. Dynamite and Bound for Glory. Oh shit, what the fuck? Is Bound for Glory tonight too? Yeah. I'm gonna have to get on baked. Yes! I'm gonna get super baked. Alright, here we go. Ariane Sophie Jones against Peyton Royce. 1-on-1. Ariane looking good. Payton no slouch in the looks department either. With her big fake titties that Dave Meltzer is not a fan of. The Bound for Glory 2012. Josh Alexander versus Christian Cage. The Impact World Championship. That's going to be great. Deonna Purrazzo, Mickie James. Should be pretty good. The Color Shot Gauntlet match is tonight. So someone's going to get basically a Money in the Bank kind of deal. The X Division Championship for the vacant belt is a three-way. Steve Macklin, Trey Miguel, El Phantasmo. Trey is really good. El Phantasmo is really good. Steve Macklin, I think I like him. He's got potential. But he's I don't know about X Division. Kind of a weird place to put him. But I guess it gets him on the card. The Decay will take on Cassie Lee and Jessica McKay, the former Iconics. Right now we see Peyton Royce in the ring. I forget what her new name is. Cassie Lee. Okay, she's Cassie Lee, and Billie Kay is Jessica McKay. Okay, got it. So I should be calling her Cassie Lee. This is Ariane Sophie Jones against Cassie Lee. Cassie Lee competing tonight for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships. Heath, the former Slater, tag teaming with the to be announced, will take on Violent by Design. So Eric Young, Cody Deaner, Joe Doring, two of those three. And the Impact World Tag Team Championships on the line. The Good Brothers, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, defending against Finn Juice, Finley and Juice Robinson. And the Bullet Club, Chris Bay and Hikuleo. So yeah, like I said, Bound for Glory, that's a pretty damn good card in my opinion. Josh Alexander and Christian, that is legitty. I like that a lot. Tonight's Dynamite card. Let me bring that up. Dynamite card tonight. Yeah, Malachi Black, Cody Rhodes 3. Bryan Danielson, Dustin Rhodes. That match is going to be awesome, by the way. Danielson, Dustin is going to be like... I feel like that's going to be really good. Dustin is great. And we all know Danielson's great. Lance Archer, Eddie Kingston. That could be fun. Hopefully it is a big, fun brawl. And those are the only 3 matches I'm seeing announced. But there's probably more. Anyway. Yeah, tonight is going to be a good-ass wrestling night. And let's get back to the action. ASJ. Penelope Ford versus Ruby's the only piece break. Yeah, it's a shame, too. It's a shame. Because you want to build stars for an American audience, but also you need like exciting wrestling. You don't want to just bring over Joshis nonstop. Dude, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm strapping the rocket to Serena Deeb. Serena Deeb is so good. I know she's fucking 40 or whatever. I don't care. She's a great wrestler. She's entertaining to watch. Penelope just isn't a great wrestler in my opinion. Yes, same here. Oh, look at this. Cassie Lee. Going for a tripleta. Cover here. Oh, the rope break. Long legs. Oh, that is quite the angle. Payne going for a John Cena moment. Archer and Kingston should be a good match, in my opinion. Yeah, Archer and Kingston could go either way. I think it's going to be good. I think they're smart enough to know that a match between those two men should just be brawling and beating each other's asses. There it is. Headlock driver from ASJ. Cassie Lee can't afford to take too much damage ahead of her Impact Knockouts tag team match later tonight. And remember, this is all canon to each other, even though it takes place on a separate timeline that is out of sync. Is that a Death Valley driver? A C4! Shout out to Sean Spears hitting that C4 small package now. That is a beautiful angle. Dustin can still go. Yeah, I know. I don't think Dustin Danielson is going to steal the show lol. Every time I'm in the baked and that match is advertised. I'm like, that match is gonna slap, cause it will, cause Dustin is great. Paused it. Shouldn't have paused it. This is live. I didn't pause it. What do you mean? They just stopped moving. And the kick out. AJ has taken 3 of those suplexes. I mean, 6 overall, I believe. And still kicked out. This is the longest Ariane match in a fair minute. And big knee. What's it called when she does it? The J trigger? The A trigger? Paige must be mad after last time. Well, it was Billy Kay is the one you squashed. Look at this butterfly hold. Billy Kay, now Jessica McKay, I should say. Ariane Sweet Chin music is the cowgirl kick. Got it. Is that? I don't even know if that's in a moveset. We'll see. Carmen's carry takeover. Jones now a second headlock driver. Spiking. Cassie Lee. No name for the knee. Hoedown is the headlock driver. Okay, well the hoedown hit. The hoedown, a second hoedown, not enough to put away Cassie Lee. Pele kick. Can't wait for The Rock to make more rap songs with hardcore rappers. What? Cover. Hits the Pele. She's gotten wins with it before, and it gets the 1-2-3 over Cassie Lee here tonight as well. Big win for Ariane. Yeehaw. The Rock to make more rap songs with hardcore rappers. With horrorcore rappers. I don't know any of what you're saying. Payne did well, Ariane did better. Yeah. That was, I think that was the longest and closest match someone has had against Ariane in singles competition. You didn't know The Rock was in a song with Tech 9 recently. I barely know who Tech 9 is other than K-Rod, Kenny Rodriguez, the captain of WWE, from the chat. That's his favorite rapper name. Named his finisher after Tech 9. The Tech 9. No. Wrestlers and rap, I thought they all liked Ric Flair. Except Bad Bunny. You know, Bad Bunny's a Booker T guy. I didn't know Tech 9. I sent it in the Discord. Oh no. Big win for ASJ. Tech 9 face-off featuring Joey Cool, King ISO, and Dwayne Johnson. Now that's something else.
And his opponent from Dublin,
Let's get to the next match of the show.
weighing in at 210 pounds, Dain.
Dean, The Rock's verse. Check it out. It's kind of funny. The Rock's verse. Okay. Do you have a timestamp for me to listen to The Rock's verse? Because I don't want to be searching for that while on the stream. I don't know. Anyway, Dean Stevens says he has some words to say tonight, but first he's got to get through 0. 0, former RWF Tag Team Champion. 315, thank you. Okay. The name's Stone Cold. Okay. Whoa, okay. Hold on. Alright. Hold on. I'm going to mute my mic just because I don't want to deal with copyright while I listen to this. Hopefully it does not take too long. Okay, I have to say, that's like a fever dream. That's like not real. What the fuck was that? That was good. I like how his verse was the length of the match. Dean Stevens saying at Beach Blast there will be an open challenge, the Shagger open challenge match, where whoever Zach Walker wants to bring to the table, the Shagger will put him down with one DNF.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by
Anyway,
superstar.
I thought that guy was naked for a moment. No, that's just Zero, the estranged son of Hyphen. Just hearing the rock rap as he hears me, Archers Hilarious, GG's to Dean, bro, lol, GG, as if any doubt, any more of that shit in my life. Seriously, yeah. Inject that stuff right into my ears and my eyes, please. Whatever that was, it was very interesting. And now it is time for the main event of the evening. Of course, after this main event, we will hear more from the Disputed Era. They've found more clues as to the location of the Grand Championship. They're looking for Hellcron, whatever you want to call them. They're looking for the Grand Championship and all the stones that go with it. Maybe Tech9 could get still. That'd be awesome. I want to hear Stone Cold rap, Sean, or crack open a cold one, Sean. That'd be awesome, dude. If there's a line where it pauses, he turns his head, looks straight at the camera, and goes, "What?" It's the greatest. It's the greatest. Greatest song of all time. Make it happen. Let's go. Maybe Tech9 can eat my ass. Satoshi Kojima coming off a big win, an upset victory over Devin Black at high noon in singles competition. Oh, I beat Zero? Nice. Yeah, and then you lay the challenge to Zach Walker, whoever he wanted to bring to challenge you at Beach Blast. Is the Shagger Open Challenge. Here comes Killian Dain. Killian Dam. Face off. We were also talking about that Tech9 Dwayne Johnson thing. Some fighting Zach or one of the monsters from his basement. Well, whoever he's bringing, don't know. Killian Dain versus Satoshi Kojima. Kojima, after that upset victory, is now 2-2 in singles competition. Killian Dain actually holds a positive record, I believe. I can't find it though. Can't find his win-loss record for some reason. It has disappeared. I think he only has one loss. I think he's 3-1. Oh, he's 2-1. Okay. 2-1, Killian Dain against Satoshi Kojima, 2-2. Winner will challenge Big E Langston for his Russian championship at Beach Blast. Lana's Beach Blast. More of the card of Beach Blast becomes clearer and clearer. We'll know the card in its entirety after Venom tomorrow. Beach Blast, of course, 2-day event next Saturday and Sunday. So who do you have in this one? Killian Dain or Satoshi Kojima, the Lariat or the Ulster Plantation. Some matches we do know for Beach Blast. Kennedy, Speedy, Puma, Devin, and Tozawa in a 5-way for the vacant Cruiserweight Championship. Lana will challenge Kairi Sane for the Women's Championship. Ishii versus Miro. Jimmy and Jey Uso will try to defend their tag team titles against Heath Slater and Cole Quinn, the Gay Cowboys. Jessica McKay and Cassie Lee will go 2-on-2 tag team action. It's Ariane and Bailey. Lance will try to defend his Silver Championship against the King of the Ring, AJ Styles. Dean Stevens Open Challenge. The winner of this match will face Biggie Langston for the Russian Championship. Cinta de Oro and Samurai del Sol will try to defend their Roar Tag Team Championships against Gallows and Balor of the Bullet Club. Anti-Faction versus Asylum 2. And Bryan Danielson will try to defend his Universal Championship against Peyton. That's all we know. We don't have a Venom Championship match yet. Or a Workhorse Championship match. Or a Venom Tag Team Championship match. I think those are the only 3 matches left to determine. Well, besides this one, 4. But we know it's the winner of this match. Alright, now I think I also need The Rock to interrupt Max Caster on AEW one day. Oh my god, could you believe that? I think that either Steve Austin or Dwayne, one of them showing up on AEW in some way, just for one night. I think that's a very real possibility at this point. And Bailey and I will beat all comers, says Jones. Ariane and Bailey, of course, winners of the Women's Tag Team Tournament, and a kick out by Kojima. Kojima had a fantastic match with Devin Black. A big shoulder tackle takes down the bigger man. Langston, former Universal Champion, current Russian Champion, in one hell of a run. Big forearms from Kojima. Oh no, one in retaliation from Dain. Big knee drop from Kojima. Former NWA, Triple Crown, and IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Put some respect on that man's name. And the Cozy Lariat, the Koji Cutter. Went for the Koji Cutter. It's a crossbody for his efforts. Killian Dain holds a singles victory over Samoa Joe Uso this season. Worth mentioning. Lil Match John at ringside. Lil Matt Johnny. Gotta think Lil Matt Johnny can't be too happy about what happened in the main event of High Noon. The loss of the Horror Games match, and Big Matt John losing his Venom Championship to Jason Youngblood. Youngblood now a 2-time Venom Champion, and there it is! Coast-to-coast drop kick to the face of Kojima from Dain, and that is a big boy taking flight. Cover here. After this match, after this main event match, we will hear from the Disputed Era. I guess that's going to take some more time. Kojima is kicked out of the Coast to Coast. Kojima catches the kick. Drops him. Flips it over. Sharpshooter. Yeah, that's a sharpshooter. The Scorpion Deathlock. Can we talk about how good Bret Hart was for a second? I'm a Bret Hart guy. I'm sorry. I know everyone prefers Shawn Michaels. Kojima sharpshooter. Legendary Kojima move. Ah, man. I don't think he's done the machine gun chops yet in RUW. Gotta check his moveset. Make sure he has that. If he doesn't, then what's the point? Come on. I have finished my iced coffee. Now I'm gonna crack open a cold one for the shooting man. And then it plays the Good Brothers song. The devil lay in the dispute. Kojima now lifting up Dain, going for the Koji Cutter, slamming Dain's head. His brain into the mat. Bret Hart was amazing, but not many of the current day wrestling fans go back and watch his matches. They should, because he was good. He was smart. That's the big thing. Like, very, very like Christian. Yeah, that's Bret Hart and Christian are like the same wrestler. Just smart. Just makes sense. I listen to the Good Brothers theme almost every day. That shit's badass. Yeah, cover here by Dain. Kick out by Kojima. Working the arm. Back elbow by Dain. Dain is a big boy. Kojima had the size advantage over Devin Black. Does not have that same advantage against Dain, obviously. And another Koji cutter to Dain. Paul White's theme is hilarious. Yeah, it does sound like a South Park song. Oh my god, it does. It does. I believe it's the same vocalist that did the Well in his WWE song as well. I believe it's the same voice. Oh, look at this. This is what softened Devin Black. The DDT off the top. This is exactly how he finished Devin Black. The super DDT off the top into the cozy lariat. Cover. Dain is a bloody mess. No! Oh, Big E. Big E definitely has a man he'd prefer facing, it seems. Pulling out the referee. Lariat! Lariat! Kojima! That was it. That is how he beat Devin Black. And it would have beaten Dain in my estimation were it not for Big E Langston. Pile drive. Oh my god, Dain is dead. Cover. You can count to 18. Or not. I'm full of shit. Kick out by Dain. That is a big, badass boy. It sounds like a South Park song is the most accurate thing I've ever heard. I am a liar. That is true. Liar it. Liar it. You can only count to 2. Superplex. This is awesome chant from the in-game crowd. They're loving Dain Kojima. There's a reason it's going on last here tonight. Put some respect on the name Kojima. He makes great video games. Went for a big chopski and a headbutt from Dain. Rolling on the outside, some leg kicks trying to chop the tree down. That is the thighs of Killian Dain. Back in the ring is Dain. Back in the ring is Mr. Lariat. Big overhand chop, but Dain's too quick in the running crossbody. Little Match Johnny now distracting Dain. Kojima, the man that taught Big Match John how to get power behind your clotheslines or lariats. Big forearm to the already busted open brain. And another one sends Dain Pack into the floor. I feel like if the creators of South Park ever watch AEW, they would make an episode of Paul White Lamau. The second they hear that song, we need to get Paul. Where the bedroom, bitty bit of bedroom, the two-store building isn't really high up, but it's big and it's tall and he's got a fucking fat booty there, Dude, that song is awesome. This song is great. I don't know what crack Tony Khan was smoking, but we all need some of it. Bulldog from Kojima. Kojima's got him in the corner. Back elbow from Dain. And the running STO. Cover here by Dain. Yeah, they are beating the piss out of each other in a kick out by Kojima. I'd agree, Jones says this is a really good match. Tony Khan always looks like he has smoky crack, but he's an amazing guy. Yeah, I know. Tony Khan's autistic as all hell, but he's a good dude. Big chop. Not the machine gun chops I was hoping for, but a big German suplex out of the corner. Crumpling Killian Dain. Lariat! second. Lariat. Kojima. Lariat. 1, 2, 3. Satoshi Kojima versus Big E Langston at Beach Blast for the Russian Championship. In 9 days, you'll face Matt Sydal in 9 days. What a fucking match. Satoshi Kojima and Killian Dain put on at least a 3 3/4 star match at least. Kojima is over, brother. Kojima with a big win over Devin Black and now a big win over Killian Dain. He has sent a message to Big E Langston. He scared Big E enough. He tried to cost Kojima this match. Kojima's over, brother. What a fucking match. GG, good match. And that was the main event. But now let's see. Another Disputed Era flashback. If you weren't here on the last show, the Disputed Era, they looked into the past. They found information that there was a man back in the 50s, the only man that was able to defeat a full-blooded Super Saiyan. Who is this wrestler so powerful from back in the 50s? He was able to defeat a Super Saiyan. We know AJ Styles in the present has some Saiyan blood in him, but of course that's been watered down through the generations of sexual intercourse with mudbloods. Here comes Abe Jones Sr. We saw Abe Jones Jr. and Tony Castagnoli in the last flashback. Cesaro and Styles, both with Saiyan blood. Abe Jones Sr., a full-blooded Saiyan. Who was able to defeat this man? What wrestler, what earthling was so powerful he defeated a full-blooded Super Saiyan? Maybe now we'll find out how Super Saiyans relates to a Marvel reference. Oh no, another flashback. Remember, I believe it was the last episode on that flashback, we saw a Styles clash in the 1970s. Where the ancestors of AJ Styles and Cesaro defeated Terry Funk and Bob Backlund. And it's, oh my god. In the 50s, Twitter existed in the 50s at San Martino. The only wrestler strong enough to ever beat a full-blooded Super Saiyan. It is Bruno motherfucking San Martino. Here in the garden. Here we go. Was there ever any doubt? Perhaps the highest power level in all of professional wrestling history, a brainbuster from Abe Jones to start the match. The Super Saiyan hit a brainbuster, and look at that, San Martino already up on his feet. Can't lie, I thought ECE was going to come out, but now I'm lost again. Bruno loses to a knee drop. Bruno San Martino. Whoa. What? His hair. Yeah. Whose hair? Abe Jones? We know he's a Super Saiyan. That's not surprising. You're talking about Bruno's chest hair. That's what he looked like, bro. Bruno was insane. Drop kick from a Saiyan. And Bruno doesn't even go down. Bruno, in my estimation, okay. The highest power level tiers in all of wrestling history. The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, The Fiend, but above them all, I think, is Bruno fucking San Martino. 2,500 something days, right? As World Heavyweight Champion. Some respect on the name Bruno. Here back, of course, the 1950s, the bear hug. This has got to be it. No human could ever get out of the bear hug from Sammartino. Luckily for Abe Jones, that's not what he is. Undertaker before Saudi Arabia was found. Yes, the Achilles heel being knee drop. Just like Miro's Achilles heel is his neck. Backdrop suplex on the apron in the 50s. Reversal DDT. Bruno Sammartino invented the DDT in MSG in 1950. Bruno's running all over the place. Working over the arm of the Saiyan. We only know AJ Styles and Cesaro are Saiyans thanks to at Endgame, the last episode of last season, where Cesaro and Styles did a fusion dance. Which, of course, is something only Saiyans can do, to my knowledge. I didn't watch Dragon Ball, I'm not a nerd. But it's very important to the lore of RUW all of a sudden. Bruno off the top! Oh my god! Top rope! Wheel kick from Sammartino. Pulling out all the stops. It's what you gotta do to beat an alien race in its most powerful form, a Super Saiyan. And Jones. DDT! Bruno just invented the DDT, and in the same match, we see a DDT on the apron. 50s off the top ropes. We're insane. You have to watch Dragon Ball. We made it integral to the plot of our UW. Yes. No. Four count from this referee that looks very familiar, but is completely unrelated to any referee that would currently be in action. Back elbow. Cobra clutch? The neck breaker? Back breaker on the knee? I don't know what you want to call that. You have to watch Dragon Ball and Infinity War. You can find Bruno at his Twitter handle, at Sammartino. Bruno just bashing the skull of Abe Jones into the top turnbuckle. And a stomp to the ass. Sammartino. Oh, he's going for the bear hug. For that dirty heel. Raking the eyes of Sammartino. Back elbow. Back elbow. Bear hug! For the second time. From Bruno Sammartino. The referee is going insane. He's just running around. He can't believe what he's seeing. Bruno Sammartino has made Abe Jones submit. Bruno is at... Whoa. Dean, that's messed up, bro. Yeah. Oh my god. Of course, this is backstage. Abe Jones Sr. saying, "I do not want to fight. I respect you. A human able to defeat a Saiyan is unheard of. Your power level is goddamn insane. I present to you, Bruno, the knowledge. If one day your measly human species is able to achieve space travel, the coordinates of planet Vegeta, home of the Saiyans. We're going to space, brother. That's the information we needed." The Disputed Era flashback is over. Thank you for coming to RUW. That was episode 6, season 54. Yo, is Bruno ECE? Because if not, I'm fucking lost, says Dean. Don't worry. The Disputed Era is doing all the big brain thinking here. You don't need to worry yourself. Yeah, I can just explain everything. Almost like I'm booking it, bro. Bro, I was there, bro. I know all about that, bro. I have this really good idea called the Brawl for All. Anyway, thanks for coming, everybody. That was episode 54. Tomorrow's episode 55. And next week is Beach Blast. So tomorrow's Venom. Next week is Beach Blast. Both parts, 1 and 2, on Saturday and Sunday. Pre-game on Saturday. And the morning after on Sunday. I love you all. Thanks for coming. You're all sexy beasts. Bye-bye.